Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. And as always, with Manchester United, whether it's a match day or not, there's always something to talk about. Make sure, though, whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after the live right here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, hit the like button on the video. Let's run up those likes. Share across all the socials. Make sure you're following at Sarcasm City TV across all the socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. And it is the Friday edition of the show. So I'm joined by my brother from the West Coast. My lad Eddie is in the building. Yes, Eddie, what are you telling me, man? You good?
Man, we had another Manchester United embarrassment, but I'm good. I'm good. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I'm still trying to put into words what I witnessed on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, because me and you have not smoked since. Obviously, we spoke on the night because you was on the watch along. We actually haven't spoken since. So you know what? We'll start there. Thoughts now. It's been a couple days after. You know what I'm saying? That debacle in Copenhagen. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The floor is yours.
I'm still embarrassed, bro. Like, I'm no less embarrassed than I was on the day it actually happened because, bro, we gave up 4 goals to Copenhagen. And like I think I said it when we were going through it. I think I said it right afterwards. Like, we had people really come out here and defend this manager.
It's crazy, yo.
We had people really come out here and defend this manager. Like, there wasn't a problem in the fact that we were unsure whether or not we get a result, and that we needed to actually get a result in Copenhagen because the damage had been done prior to that. We had lost 2 games in the Champions League group prior to that. We had given up a penalty in each one of these games that we've been a part of. Now, I don't know who else needs to see this, but Houston, or hear this, but Houston, we have a problem. We don't look, see, the thing I like about this platform, we don't look at things in isolation, we look at the totality of everything going on.
We do.
And then it came to my attention that the Copenhagen manager said that was one of the worst games they've played this season. So now you have Copenhagen really making a joke of us, bro. You know, you have to laugh, bro. You have to laugh. You have to find peace.
Copenhagen, you know.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
I'm out of words, man. I'm out of words for what I'm seeing, and just the people making Bikram yoga stretches to defend this manager. It's just, I guess maybe we deserve it. Maybe we do deserve it. I don't know.
They deserve it. People who back this, they deserve it. You don't deserve it.
And
I don't deserve it.
They talk to you and they're like, yeah, anybody who, you know, puts this on the manager needs to have their head checked. You need to have your head checked for believing in this manager in the first place.
That's facts.
He's giving you all the information you need, and at this point, you get deciding to close your eyes. So we got Luton Town tomorrow. Hopefully we don't make their little trip up here a memorable one by getting a result, but
hey, it could happen.
Exactly what I was going to finish with. It could happen, bro. And it was so crazy when I was on Monsters stream and they asked me, they was like, yo, you really can't say you're going to get this job done? I was like, no.
No, not in the slightest.
It's a problem when you make everybody look good. Everybody. So yeah, man, that's a couple days removed. Those are still my thoughts about that result and how it went down.
See, until you mentioned it, I'd forgotten about it. Until you had mentioned it on my life, I'd forgotten about that game. That's how bad it was. Man. Until you mentioned it, I was like, oh, we've not actually spoke since the night of. And yeah, it was terrible. Big up to Warrior J in the chat. Jay's a winner. I see it was T.O. as well. Large up everyone that is tapped in. Let's continue to run up these likes. Hit that share button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you subscribe, people. Make sure you do so. And sorry, people, and I'm just eating a mic, but here we are. a lot's gone on in regards to. That's why I said at the start, whether it's a match day or not, Manchester United, a lot's going on. As you can see from the title, Erik ten Hag speaks about Mason Mount not starting matches. So this is what he had to say. Well, some of what he had to say. What he was asked, why is Mount not playing? He said he started the season and then got injured. It interrupts the integration process. It really was a setback. Now he has to fight to get his place back. And the worst thing about what he said, there are other players doing well. Who? Who are the other players that are doing well in central midfield for us?
Hey, you know why that's so bad?
Who? Yeah, go on.
Anthony was out for about a month and a half. Brother came in right in like he had left. They never left, bro.
Facts.
It's just,
I'm like, who?
Yeah, because I'm looking at which midfielders deserve a bit of grace. He's turned Casemiro into shit so much so this fan base now looks at a decorated, one of the most decorated midfielders in our era as trash. Donny van de Beek doesn't play. Bruno's being Bruno, which is, need I say more? Hannibal's being Hannibal. And yeah, there's legit no one else. Exactly your question. Who? Who?
How's the interviewer not asked him?
I don't know. I think them interviews, they just happy to be here. They just happy to be there, excuse me. So he's lied through every press conference I've ever seen him talk about. He's omitted the truth. I guess maybe a lie and omitting the truth is two different things to certain people, but we'll leave that alone. He just hasn't been forthcoming. And at one point I allowed it because at certain points in life, certain people don't deserve to know everything. Mm-hmm. But when he made the choice of speaking on Sancho the way he did, he became an open book.
Yeah. You opened up that door. You did. But this, like I said, out of all the stuff you said, that is the worst out of others who are doing well. This manager's just really out here saying anything. He's saying anything. And back to Mason Mount. He got injured, integrated to the squad for what sense? Like, I don't understand that. Højlund ain't needed that bedding period, and he's younger and come from a different country. So how come Højlund, who come from Italy, doesn't need that bedding process, but Mount does? You know why, people? I keep saying this. Mount is just not that good. And even the managers realized it. Like, I've made a mistake here. All right, let me not play him. And obviously, he's not going to throw him under the bus, like, publicly. Right. He's not going to be like, he's not going to say, oh, my God, he's terrible. I wish I never bought him type of thing. He's not going to do all of that. Right. So that tells you all you need to know. It really does. It's crazy. Don't worry, Sotomayor. I'm gonna get to your questions as well. But yeah, that's just pretty much what I said about Mount from the jump, and we're just seeing it. So man is saying Mount should start over Bruno still. Two cheeks of the same ass. If someone wants to say Mount over Bruno, I say fine. If someone wants to say Bruno over Mount, I also say fine. It's whatever you. Like I said, we're getting very similar output. Actually, Bruno gives you more output because for those that don't know, Mason Mount hasn't scored a goal in 2023, the calendar year. He has not scored a goal in 2023, and it is now the 11th of the 11th, 2023. So we are now in November. So since the 1st of January to the 11th of November, he is yet to register. He hasn't registered a goal. I know for a fact he's in single-digit assists. But this is the guy that we chased all summer, put 3 bids on the table for, gave the number 7 shirt, gave a big contract to. Why? And now we're seeing him. He can't get into a struggling side. He's been displaced by Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay gets in ahead of you, gets off the bench before you. Christian Eriksen plays ahead of you, gets off the bench in front of you. We've seen Hannibal in the past play ahead of him. How far down? And that's without Kobe Mano. Let's not even include, if you throw Kobe Mano in the mix, that's another. Mount is getting what happened to Maguire last season. When he had Varan, when Maguire had Varan, Martinez, Lindelof, Shaw, all ahead of him. He was 5th choice centre back. Mount is behind Bruno, Ericsson, Scott McTominay, Amrabat, Hannibal. You could probably throw Kobe Mano in the mix. So he's 60 million and you're, what, 6th, 7th choice midfielder. Only person you're ahead of is Johnny. Well, hey, Ibrahim loved the trolling. And that tells you all you need to know. That's why I don't even go on about it. This is why I'm not even saying, let the apologies be as loud as the disrespect. And yeah, Jazz, I'm gonna get to the Varan news as well. Large up everyone that is tapped in.
What's the Varan news?
This is from there's plenty of news today. A lot's been going on today. Varan has fallen out of favor to the extent to which may become more apparent against Luton Town. So we're saying he won't play because Evans is injured. So Martinez is injured. Johnny Evans is injured. So it could be Lindelof Maguire. He could play Lindelof Maguire. I don't know why Varan's falling out of favor. I don't know what happened there.
You said Lindelof and Maguire.
It could be Lindelof and Maguire. Thoughts on that, Eddie? A big up Jazz as well.
What the fuck is this dude doing to my club, bro? Like, we brought you here to fix a problem. Now you're just trying to hold on to whatever type of ego you have left. And in the midst of that, you're isolating our best players. This dude, man, he's in over his head. You know what it's like? And if anybody watches NFL football in the chat, you'll understand this. A lot of times, because we have the college system over here, which feeds into our professional system, right? Pro teams who are dumb will see a college coach and think, because the college coach is successful, he can be a great head coach. Now, sometimes it does work out. There's there's not that many. I think you can count on a hand how many times it's actually happened, right? Mm-hmm. But the issue is, when you're in college, you have players who make nothing. When you're in the pros, you have players who make more than you. So much so, when you're in college, everything is coach this, coach that. How can I improve? Coach. Mm-hmm. When you get to the pros, they saying, hey, Mike, what we doing here? They call the coach by their first name. There's a method to the madness when it comes to coaching professional athletes that this manager has not exhibited. He just has not shown he has that ability. When you tell Casemiro, indirectly tell Casemiro, mind you, indirectly, I took you off the pitch because I needed more football. And he's seen you get rid of Ronaldo in a fashion that was, in his view, probably disrespectful. And your claim to fame is bottling a lead to Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League semifinal. Does it not register that, hey, you know what? These dudes might not roll with me the way I think they might. At any point in time, does that not register with you?
Talk about it.
Like, man, we're dealing with one naive individual, dog. I don't even want to use Professor X because Professor X knows how to use his brain and has the intellect to see the forest from the trees. I don't know what to call. I don't want to use Walter White because Walter White was out here getting stacks. He knew how to put his pawns in play. Yeah, this dude, I don't know. I would just call him Mr. Clean. Cause shit, that brother just stand on the bottle and look good. That's it. That's all Ten Hag doing out there in his dorky ass suits, trying to look good.
And I don't know what he be doing. It's ridiculous, fam.
You can't make this shit up, people. This man is slowly crumbling in front of your very eyes. That's all that's happening right now. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
We are watching it. We are watching it in full. In full. We are watching it, family. In full. Watching him crumble in front of our very eyes.
I have never seen somebody make this many missteps. Or make this much of a fall from grace. Because we said at the beginning of the season, right? We said he had to take it up another level. We've given you money.
Yeah.
We've given you the ability to choose your players. You called for this. Make it work. Make it. If it doesn't work, make it comparable to last season. I think if we were hovering around the level of play that we had, and some results went here or there, we weren't getting the doors blown off. That's fine. But
that's exactly what it'd be like, and especially with how weak the Premier League is as well. But carry on.
With the start of the preseason, the way it went, we had questions. First game that showed up, we had questions. We've had questions all this time. And not one time has he answered them. And people want to talk about the first 15 minutes of the game and how good we played. How many times have we done that this season?
Oh, yeah, we are 15 to 20 minutes FC. We've done that in countless games.
How many times? Countless games.
Countless
so you
games.
No credit
countless
for that.
games. It's been a pattern. It's been a pattern. And the thing is, we played well right up until the red card. But a game is not 42 minutes. The game is 90 plus minutes. And that's manager and players included. Tells you all you need to know.
Bro, crazy. You can't make this shit up because, again, certain people will tell you, like, again, this is what I've heard. This is the craziest part for me, that the money we've given him means nothing.
Wait, that's crazy. How does it not mean anything when it's brought
because due to us making this much of a change in the style of play, there was meant to be some regression. But what they gloss over is he gave contracts to Luke Shaw, Rashford, Diego Dalot. If you're saying if it was on some type of Chelsea thing, right, where the players of the old regime had changed, and we no longer have them in our midst, and then the money goes through for Maguire and McTominay, then okay, I see your point. We're doing the Chelsea thing where we got a bunch of kids out there trying to figure out how to compete in this league because they're not used to it. That's the only saving grace I'm giving to Chelsea, right? Chelsea has a bunch of players who are not even like Premier League proven.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's going to be some growing pains. Look at Tottenham. And I hate using them as the example, but they are the example. He drastically transformed these players the moment he got in there. And he used the ones he knew he could use.
Yeah, that's facts.
So this manager says, I can use Rashford. I can use Diego Dalot. I can use a Luke Shaw. I can use a Bruno Fernandes. Why does he say all that? How did he say all that? Giving them contracts, making Bruno his captain. Yes. He got rid of the goalkeeper.
Yes.
You get rid of the goalkeeper. You didn't ask to get rid of Varan. You asked for a center back, but that's because you thought you were going to get rid of Harry Maguire. Now you're using Harry Maguire more than using Varan.
That's
crazy. You have inconsistencies all across the board. He's losing his identity. He's losing himself in the job. And unfortunately, we cannot have that in this kind of job. We can't afford it.
You right?
Because when we get embarrassed, it's not like them small clubs getting embarrassed. We have to hear from everybody we used to beat up on.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why it's always tough for me when we lose to watch other channels, because I understand what most of the game the thing is going to be. Just them getting their licks on United. That's it.
They won't get their shots in.
Like again, Saeed going through what he goes through on other things.
Yeah. On the Big Six, for
You got
example. Yeah.
people making reactions to his reactions.
Yeah, that's what
Ain't
it's at.
nobody making a reaction to Spurs fans when Chelsea packed them out in their own stadium.
That's a valid point. That's just, again, the difference in the spotlight that you are under at Manchester United Football Club that we always talk about, especially when it comes to other managers. I always talk about that. When people suggest other managers to come and play, I'm saying, suggest managers to take over or suggest players to come in. I'm like, the spotlight different. Spotlight different. Time to shine. Good to see you in the chat. X Nick as well. Good to see you in the chat. Hem says, man said, Hem said, this is hilarious. Says, take note, Crenshaw with the fire emoji.
You know, it's marathon. Hey, in the perfect words, the marathon continues.
That is fire.
And you fucked up. Manchester United, you fucked up.
Yeah, for real, they did. And you lot continue to run up the likes, like Nick said. Like check 1212. There's over 40 people in here right now. Big up to everyone that's tapped in. Let's get up to 40 likes though. Let's get up to 40 likes. Like check 1212. Share across the socials at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials as well, people. And subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. It is road to 9,000 subscribers. We're free short of 8,600. 3 subscribers short. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in. Just keep them Manchester United related. It doesn't have to be on something me and Eddie are talking about or already have spoken about. Get your questions in. But yeah, my thoughts on the Varan situation is crazy. How you have a player of that caliber and you're not playing him is nonsense. And you got people out here trying to back it. Be like, oh, he's not good enough on the ball. Varan is competent enough on the ball. Is he exceptional on the ball? No. But is he that far away from a Harry Maguire or Johnny Evans on them? No. You're not telling me there's a world of difference. Even if you want to say a Harry Maguire or a Johnny Evans are better on the ball than Varan, I'm saying they're not worlds apart. If Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans are a 6 on the ball, Varan is a 5 is the point that I'm making. There's nothing spectacular that either of those two can do on the football that Varan can't. Now, if we're talking Martinez, he is someone who is much better on the ball in regards to his progressive passing. And hopefully he can get back fit in the new year, etc. But let's not act like they're worlds apart. And people will back this. Like, the fact that Varan is not playing is crazy. And if he doesn't start against Luton, that tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know. Ten Hag actually said this, if there's a strain on his relationship with Varan. Absolutely not. As I said, it was about tactical reasons why I chose these partnerships. I think Harry and Johnny did very well. At this point, someone just got to take his microphone away. Someone's got to take his microphone away. There's no tactical reasons good enough to be playing Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans over Rafael Varan. And on top of that, the crazy part is on top of that, we ain't even getting results. One, we're not getting results. Two, we're even playing defensively well. If we were getting results and winning, I'd shut up and go, you know what? We're defending well. We look resilient. We look like a solid side, hard to break down, and we're actually getting victories. Cool. Varan, you got a whole bench. Well, we ain't doing that. Change it. Change it. I've spoken many a time about wanting to see certain players actually play matches. Not because I think they're the answer, simply because the players in front of them have been horrific. Drop players, but he won't. Tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. Yeah, go on, fam. Get to it. There is some good news for us, fam. It's not all doom and gloom. Well, good rumor, I should say. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to it. Big up to Warrior J, who's been putting all the information. Paul Mitchell is the favorite to become sporting director at Manchester United Football Club and is fully aware of the situation. And that's from Fabrizio Romano. So that's a step in the right direction. All this manager talk, player talk, that's a step in the right direction. It's not enough, but it's a start. Because one thing Paul Mitchell is going to have is an idea of managers. And he's experienced before. He's been at previous top clubs in Europe. So he has an idea of what's going on. And if you get a manager who is singing from the same hymn sheet as him, that then helps us in regards to recruitment. That then helps us in terms of identifying players and signing players. That also helps us on the pitch too, in regards to a style of play. And then even if that manager's sacked, you go and get a manager who's similar to the last one. So you don't have to get rid of all the players. So I hope it's true, but I believe it when I see it. Because Manchester United, we rarely do sensible things, but I like the fact it's come from Fabrizio Romano.
Like,
I do like that. Yeah, go on, fam.
I'm with you. At the same time, it's like, and you know how much Fabrizio Romano said we didn't heard that I just am like, I'm so one meal at a time. You feel me? I'm like, get this dude out first, then we'll. And again, I want him out just so he can leave, right? But I don't want. I want an interim. I'll take an interim and then let the DOF go ahead and sort out his vision, right? Because they have to be able to they have to collaborate, right? This is the type of situation where, you feel me, like this is going to be a actual full scale rebuild if somebody handles it the right way, because Bruno's 30. Rashford has shown you you can't depend on him.
Yeah, you can't. It's a wrap.
Luke Shaw the same. And even, again, the low is one of them situations to where, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? Because I'm a fan, but if I have to hold your hand to do your job 24/7, like, I can find competent right backs out there. And I have Wan-Bissaka. Where, you know, his deficiencies aren't as glaring right about now. Right?
Wan-Bissaka or Delo?
Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, yeah. You know what he should be. Yeah, 100%.
Like, Delo out here looking like a winger who just happens to play fullback. Like, if I stuck Delo, I think Delo would be a better right winger than Anthony.
That's a shout, you know. Because one thing he can do is, one, he's technically better. Two, he's actually direct. Three, he's got the trick of the step over. Four, he will actually go down the outside and cross it in. He'll also cut in inside. He'll also trap back as well. I hear you. That's where we're at. Delo, because I've always said Delo as a wing back, I don't mind. We played three at the back, and he was one of the wing backs. I don't mind. It's just him as a fullback is a big no-go.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on with that. Like, if he could, I'm with you. I'd put probably Bissaka at right center back. If he's gonna do it. If we play a 3, he'd probably look better.
You know what? We have the players for a 3.
Yeah. We need all the help we can get. When it comes to defending, we need all the help we can get. Midfield coverage, but you know, this fucking leaving our midfield, one midfielder by themselves and having both the midfielders be directly in between the wingers and the strikers, it's like, what are we doing? And then they tell me, he's only able to do that because if he has a Luke Shaw, it works. No, it doesn't. See Luke Shaw get cooked.
Yeah.
Just because these people can't finish their dinner. I'm supposed to believe, like, man.
Thing is, Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre-back is fine because we've seen him play centre-back in the 4 and it worked.
Yeah.
I'd like it. Like a Wan-Bissaka as a right-sided centre-back, a Delo as a left-sided centre-back. I think Lindelof's better in a 3. I think Maguire's better in a 3. I think Johnny Evans would be better in a 3. Varan would be fine in a 3. Delo would be a better wing-back than he is a full-back. Malacia will probably be a better wing-back than he is a full-back. Then it helps in regards to the midfield. You could play 2 strikers, which then allows Højlund not to be up there by himself. So I hear you. V1, I'm going to get to your super chats as well. And Starlord, we ain't saying Delo can cross. It's just that it's got to be something else. I'm saying volume. Just by volume, if he's getting 10 crosses, if he's crossing the ball 10 times, 3 of them are going to be decent. At least he can get to the byline. He gives you something different. V1 for the 2 super chats who says, can you name a realistic manager to take over? Not at this moment, because like I've said before, V1, and I say it again, big up for the super chat first and foremost. I've not looked into it. I have not done my own research and my own due diligence in regards to the next manager. Because I don't think there's no obvious one out there. And 2, I just don't want a next manager. I want another manager and everything else. Like the sport, like the Paul Mitchell Like that's news. I'm happy to hear those rumors, whether it's true or not. I like stuff like that. Go get a Paul Mitchell. But he said sporting that. Hey, you lot in the chat, let me know. What's the difference between a sporting director and a director of football? Or is it the same thing? Let me know. I legit don't know. So yeah, in regards to a realistic manager, I've said this already. I just don't want a new manager. I want a new manager and it's more. I think Eddie said interim because V1 also asked as well. He says, big up for the super chat, says name an interim manager. Like I said, I want a DOF.
I'm not answering those questions. I don't feel the need to. And I respect your super chat, but it's not for me. What difference does it make if I name one?
Right, that's true. That's true.
I'm saying simply get him out, figure it out. I never said I had one. I said get him out, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But right now, this manager has not met the standard of what it takes to be a Manchester United manager. I have always been a fan of the Chelsea approach. Fire people until we get it right. Or you bring me something to bring you a lot more time. Every big club has fired and hired. Not many Peps walking the face of the earth that you can rely upon for 10 plus years. It doesn't happen.
What?
What's his face? The brother before him, Mancini, was it?
Yeah, there's Mancini, there's Pellegrini. Yeah, they were the two before him.
Brought them some level of success and still got fired.
Yeah. They did. They brought him success and fired. Yeah.
But you know what they did? They were probably basing it on a season-to-season approach until they seen a dude like Pep and said, okay, you know what? We can do better.
Yeah, facts. Well, V1, big up for the two super chats. Before I continue, over 50 people now locked in. Big up. Like check 1212, man. When you enter the city of Sarcasm, when you roll through the city, people, pardon me, run up the likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. We're only at 28. That's not good enough, people. What is this conversion rate? What is this Manchester United conversion rate? Hit the subscribe button as well. We're at 8,597. I'm asking for 3 more subscribers. That's it. 3 more subs. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell as well. And I don't like this. Let me get to this. It's a Star Lord who says it took 4 years for Klopp to win a major trophy. It took Arteta 4 years just to compete. All right, one, let me just clear this up. Arteta, I don't give credit for competing. If you spend north of 600 million, which Arteta is, I think it's 600, 700 million, whatever it is, you need to win. If you don't, you're not good enough. You're saying you need $1 billion to go win a major trophy. So I don't hear compete. And in regards to it took Klopp 4 years to win a major trophy. Ten Hag is not Klopp. If Ten Hag had Klopp's resume, I'd give him more time. If he had Klopp's resume, I'd be like, you know what? Did he win? I swear it was back-to-back Bundesligas he won. For Borussia Dortmund against the juggernaut, that's Bayern Munich. If he had done that, I'd give him more leeway and go, you know what? Maybe, but one thing he hasn't done, and here's the major difference between the two. And I watched Liverpool from when Klopp got there up until this point. He never changed his approach. Bear in mind, he reached finals and was losing, but you could see what he was trying to implement and the improvement. Ten Hag's not Klopp. That's just the fake facts of the matter. So, no, I don't think he's right. I can't back this. Our worst start since we got relegated.
Like, do you see how poorly we're playing?
Yeah, like, do you not see that? I don't see there's no positive.
There's no change. The only change is what I think we can now comfortably say was a new manager bounce.
Yeah.
And the more these players have gotten used to how he operates, the more they see how much of a general problem he is in the dressing room. Like, the fact that we're hearing so many stories of players being unhappy doesn't strike something strange with you people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It does nothing for you.
Yeah.
When it came down to Ollie, it was that he chose favorites and the players could not believe in his tactics.
Yeah, facts.
We're hearing the same things from this manager who's supposed to be miles above him. And it's the same criticism I had for Ollie. You cannot make everybody look this good that we're playing against.
Yeah, and everybody looks good.
From when he had his full squad.
Well, everybody gets wins, I should say. But go on,
Yeah,
carry on.
but I mean, again, to
Everybody gets
Copenhagen
wins.
standard, they didn't look good, but to
No,
mine,
yeah.
they look perfectly fine.
They get wins. They do.
Sheffield
They get wins.
United, Sheffield United, we beat 2-1. The next teams that played them beat them like 5-0. One team beat them 8-0.
Yeah, Newcastle beat
Burnley,
Yeah.
we
I've been
beat
getting packed up by
10-0.
everybody. And in
Crystal
regards to
Palace
Crystal Palace,
beat us at Old Trafford.
Yeah, they did. And here's the thing is, because V1, they did big up for the super chat, says if you get him out, name someone to take charge. He also said if you can't, no worries. Like Eddie said, it's not our job to know. So, like same way in regards to, if there was a manager out there, what I will say is there's no standout candidate for me. There is no standout candidate to come in it. But this cannot continue. Because let me just get to a couple things as well. Because Star-Lord says, the point is, it takes time. Time is the key to success. Ten Hag won the Ajax when they hadn't won league for 10 years. I'll flip this on its head right now. I'm not here asking for success. Who asked for success? At the start, Eddie mentioned it at the start of the stream, and I've spoken on it many a times. No one, well, I can't even say no one. I can just use me and Eddie as examples. Me, not Eddie, and I'm not seeing any other Manchester United fans I know in my personal life, family members, content creators, whoever the case may be, talk about success. We've not said he should win a Premier League or Champions League. Who said that? What I'm asking for is the bare minimum. And he is not even providing the bare minimum. You know what the bare minimum is? And you lot have heard me say it time and time again. Being organized, being a functional unit, getting the most out of the players and the squad you have, even if it's not the best. Because there is worse teams than Manchester United in terms of skill who are more organized than us, who are more functioning than us. As bad as Copenhagen are, they're a functional outfit. I think they're awful. Don't get mistaken, people. I think Copenhagen are awful side. Like, I've watched them 180 minutes. I think they're horrendous. However, they're an organized outfit. Why are we not organized? Why are we losing so much to teams who are bad than us? Why do we never put in a good performance? Why can we never? When's that apart from the Palace game in the Carabao Cup? So yes, Star-Lord, you missing the whole point. It's not about success for me. I'm just asking for the basics. Even if he didn't win the Carabao Cup last year, I would have still liked last season. Let's say we would have lost to Newcastle in the final, or we would have lost in the semi-final. I think it was Brighton we played. Say we would have lost, I think it was Brighton, but correct me if I'm wrong, people. That might have been the FA Cup. No, we played Forest. Let's say we had lost to Forest over 2 legs. I would have been upset about it, but I was still enjoying the season. I still defended him at times. This is why I gave him so much leeway this season, because of what he did last season. But from when you're not doing the basics, I can't help you. When I can't see what you're doing, I can't back it. Last season, I could see what he was doing. And in regards to, and people keep mentioning this, it's the players. Who signed these players? Who co-signed a lot of these players playing here? I'm not hearing this. These are all his signings or players he's co-signed. Whether that's new contracts that Eddie mentioned, whether it's a captaincy, whether it's, or whether it's a new contract. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we doing here, man? I don't know how we still, after our worst start to a season since we got relegated, people, in the 70s. In the 70s. And yes, just to clarify, H, yes, I will be doing a Suns Lakers watch along, and you will get Mavericks Clippers as well, people. You'll get both. We're on live on the Sarcasm City TV kick. I'm saying. Nah, V1, again, Ten Hag can't do the basic name and replace. No, I can't V1, but that doesn't change what I'm saying.
Did you? I love how you just skipped over the part where we said name how he's getting the basics right.
Yeah, like you said, and Ten Hag can't name and replace. We can't name a
we
replacement.
Have.
I don't know what. Before you go, Eddie, I don't understand what your point is. So V1, what's the no? Let me flip this. So V1 to you, what's the solution then?
Give him time. I bet that's what he's gonna say. Give him time.
I genuinely want to know what he would do. Because bear in mind, I've said verbatim, I'll say it again, Ten Hag gotta go and everybody gotta go. And Jason asked me, are you guys Ten Hag in or out? I'm get rid of everybody. That's where I'm at. Everybody gotta go, including the manager. Clear out everybody. And I include the vast majority of these players in that as well. The manager, the coaching staff, the players, the recruitment team, or the scouts, the medical staff. Only people I'm keeping, I'll say it before I say it again, is the receptionist, the kitman, and the tea ladies. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No, V1. I'm asking you, I asked you the question. So what's the solution? See, that's what I don't like is people will
And you
ask
know
us
what's
questions.
crazy?
So
We can
V1,
just
ask
do
the
this,
question.
right?
That's how I know. Go on.
We can just do this. I'm just go on Google. I'm just going on Google, right? Because this is how easy it is. If he wants us to name, I just Googled potential Manchester United managers. And there's a whole list that came up. But if I name one, who cares?
Yeah, facts. Who actually pops up when you type that in on Google? Just out of interest.
Bro,
Who's favorite?
the same. Zidane, Zidane. The what's it got? Deserbies, the brother from Sporting, Graham Potter, which is hilarious. McKenna, Conte, Carrick pops up. Emery, which is hilarious. Alonso. No, I'm not even gonna mention that brother's name. But yeah, like
I wonder what Hiddink's doing. What I'm saying? I said I wonder what Gus Hiddink's doing. Let me actually Google Gus Hiddink and see if he's still managing somewhere or is he retired? Because as an interim, I like Gus Hiddink. That as an idea as an interim, I like, even though he's not managed at the. Let me see. Where's Gus Hiddink? Let's see. Man said, yo, let me see. Hold up. Has he retired? Let's see. This is a throwback.
Like, I can just name you managers, but are they a fit, right? Like,
where is this?
That's the main question.
Where is he at? After failing to lead it.
He retired.
He retired. Hey, go get him, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get him back, man. Go get him. You know what I'm saying? Gus Hiddink. I was saying. Starlord says 90% of our goals are conceded from individual mistakes when the players actually perform. Erik Ten Hag's tactics works. So if 90%, I agree. Vast majority of our goals we concede are individual mistakes. So stop playing the goddamn individuals who are making the mistakes. But yeah, he continues. Like I say, man, you lot, we could be in the championship and you lot are still going to defend him. Cool, Starlord. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I'm not even having this back and forth. Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool. If you believe that he should be given time, all right, cool. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Did I not tell you this what happened? Did I not tell you this what happened? There will be brothers who told us to give him more time.
No.
Like what they have seen is good enough for them to give this manager more time. And it's like, maybe it is for you, but it's not for us.
Yeah. Facts.
And it's not even, it shouldn't even be a point of disagreement. You guys have your stances, we have ours. And we're educating you as to why we have ours at this point. It's not going to change. This manager is losing players. And the crazy part is I think he's being saved by players he never had in the first place. Because I think once Harry Maguire knew he was being sold, he's just playing for himself now. People think they're playing for the manager. They're playing for themselves. They have to have professionalism. And they're competitors. They don't want to go out there and lose. We know what it looks like when these players down tools. 5-0 to Liverpool, a generous 2-0 to City, and 4-1 to Watford. And Ronaldo mocking the manager on the touchline by doing all this and all that. Now, I'd make the argument some players have decided I'm not playing for this dude anymore. Rafael Varane is looking like one of them. Jadon Sancho looking like another one. I'll argue Casemiro. But the rest of them are what I affectionately call tryhards. Bruno Fernandes is a tryhard. Rashford is out there because he's getting a check and he could care less who comes through there. That's where I'm convinced with at this point. Now, was the red card a red card? In a lot of other instances, no. But if you put yourself in that position, who knows what will happen? At the end of the day, he's operating, he's playing without a certain level of intellect, which is why he found himself in that situation. It is what it is. There's enough evidence on you out there for you to make your own decision. And if your decision is it took Ajax 10 years to get a trophy, that's why I have to give Ten Hag more time, that's fine. But listen, if I know somebody can't drive, I'm not going to give them two more attempts to prove to me that they can't drive. When I've already seen they can't drive. Yeah. For myself, I've seen they can't drive.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So what, he has to crash into a pole for you to come to the realization that he wasn't ready for this?
Hey, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, you lot continue to get your questions in. Like I said, keep it Manchester United related. Make sure you do so. Make sure you do so. How people are still backing his manager, I don't know, but hey, here we are. Tehemu says, flawless, I didn't see De Boer, but I see people mention him like a bad benchmark all the time. Is Ten Hag this season worse in your opinion? No, because De Boer lost his first 7 or 8 games and then got sacked. Like he legit lost all of his matches. You know what I'm saying? And that all of his matches. AV1 big up every time. Yeah, lost all of his matches. Oh yeah, let me get to the stat sheet. I missed it 1 second. Bear with me. I'll get to the stat. Hold up. Let's see what you said. Our last 3 seasons, 22-23, we lost 9 games after our 52nd match. 21-22, we lost 9 matches after our 38th match. 20-21, we lost 9 after our first 47 matches. This season, we've lost 9 after only 17 matches. So we have our defeat, our loss percentage is over half. If we've lost 9 games after only 17 matches. And then that's not even in there. We don't draw still. So we either lose or win. Tells you all you need to know, man. You can't be losing 9 out of 17 matches and keep your job. Well, you can at Manchester United, but you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't. But and again, to Starlord, he said these players down tool on anyone that gets when it gets tough. The evidence shows that. Who's keeping the players? I agree with you. But like I said, you just go and defend the manager all the time. Rich says, are you worried for Sunday? No, because this manager could be gone by then, to be honest, Rich. Because we play Saturday, he might be gone the next day. Maybe. Arteta might be genuinely world class. He made everyone believe failure is acceptable. That's why I hate the Arteta conversation. And people think because I like clowning Arsenal that I'm taking shots. But I keep asking this. People use Arteta and say, "Oh, look at what Arteta's done at Arsenal. What has Arteta done at Arsenal?
Won an FA Cup with players he then turned around and trashed."
And Nick said it's 10 losses in 17. Oh, thank you, Nick. You know what I'm saying? So it's worse than I thought. Thought it was 9 in 17.
Imagine you lose more than you win in a season. I'm supposed to give you time. I'm supposed to be courteous. Like, people, just say you like the manager.
And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you like the manager, that's cool. That's cool. I get that.
But please don't say you can see success is coming, because this manager has not given you and if we take his 2 seasons that we've given him to manage, first season, 3rd place, I think it was 75 points. Respectable. But I take points away when you give our rivals quite possibly their most valued win in a mighty long time. Mm-hmm. That goes for both of them. And your record away from home that season was absolutely horrible. And you failed to score goals. And so the next season, I set certain markers. I say, you know what? We have to improve on this. We have to improve on this. We have to improve on this. Meaning what I thought we had to improve on, creating chances for ourselves, being able to control games, going away from home, and not embarrassing ourselves. You all know, I'll give them credit, though. We don't embarrass ourselves away from home. We just let them come into our crib and embarrass us there. That way, it doesn't have to work as hard, you know? I get to travel right. Spurs embarrassed us kind of, but we'll leave that alone because 2-0 to Spurs is always an embarrassment. I can't sit here and give this dude any more grace. I can't. What is he giving me to give him that, bro? Nothing, bro.
Facts.
I gotta
And in
move.
regard,
I'm gonna
yeah,
move
do your
spots.
thing.
So
Do
you
your
hold
thing.
it down,
Do your
and,
thing.
I'll be
Yeah,
listening.
calm, fam, no stress. And to V1 who says if you can't, then you back 10 HAG. No. The same way you just said to Jez, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell Eddie what to do. Let's keep the same energy. You legit just said to Jez, don't tell me what to do. Therefore, don't tell me what to do. I do not have to back anything I don't want to back. Let me just clarify that. No one's gonna dictate to me how I think about certain things. Let me just clear that up straight away. Same with Eddie as well. Let's just clear that up. And Kadima, again, people missing points, but it's always good that you ask questions. But Flawless, think about it this way. Would you rather be an Arsenal fan right now or Manchester United fan? I think the answer's obvious. Yeah, the answer's obvious. You bash Arteta, but he's done way, way more than Ten Hag. All right, so two things. How did I bash Arteta? What did I say about Arteta that was incorrect? To bash him. So we'll start there. And where did I say that Arteta's done less than Ten Hag? So two questions, because you made a statement here. So one, where have I bashed Arteta? Two, when did I say that Arteta hasn't done way more and isn't doing a better job than Ten Hag? Let's just clarify that. Let's just clarify that before we carry on. Lex, I'm going to pattern it this month. I don't know when. I'm going to pattern it this month. 100%. You know what I'm saying? You can't name no one what. Like I said, let's just clarify that. Yeah. Like, relax, V1. You're my guy, but just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, you're stating facts, but it's your tone. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. So I said nothing wrong. So I said nothing wrong then. So what do you mean it's my tone? Is it facts or is it not? Is it facts? Or why are people getting on? Why are people unhappy with me stating facts about Arteta? People use him to bash Ten Hag, and I don't get it. And people say, "Oh, look at what Arteta has done at Arsenal." I'll ask again, what's he done at Arsenal? What's he done? Yeah, Lex, that's what he said, tone. You know what I'm saying? What's he done? Don't do what? Don't worry about my tone. You know what I'm saying? Respond back to what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. Don't worry about the tone in what I'm saying. Respond back. Don't come back with, what's the word I'm looking for? Incorrect. How is it condescending? How is it condescending? Explain. All I asked was, what has he done at Arsenal? How is that condescending?
You can hear me?
Explain. Yeah. You can hear you. I can hear you. I don't get that. Please explain how it's a condescending tone. Or do I just have a great point that you don't like because it's your manager?
No, because you heard
Get
his
mad at
feelings.
get mad at Arteta for not doing anything at Arsenal, not me.
You
That's
heard
it
his
is.
feelings. That's what it
Like
is.
that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that was where it originally came from. I just didn't attack Arteta. I've still not attacked Arteta. People have said, someone said in the chat, look at what Arteta, Starlord actually, look at what Arteta has done with Arsenal. So I asked the question again, what has he done with Arsenal that is so special?
Right.
Apart from spend a whole load of money and challenge. Oh, you're a Liverpool supporter. So yeah, Kadima. So how is, again, explain to me how it's condescending by asking that question. Explain. Kadima, my guy, people, so it's calm. Don't worry about it. This ain't nothing. I just want to know. Was it not you, Starlord? I stand corrected. Somebody asked earlier. I thought it was you, Starlord, but somebody mentioned Arteta. I can't remember who it was. I remember someone mentioned it earlier on in the stream. So yeah, Starlord, if it wasn't you, I stand corrected. So how is it a condescend? So where's the bashing of him? I'm saying, like, let me know. Sheik, the thing is, even slander. People always think it's slander when I state facts. How about Arteta just performs better? If he performs better, then I got no leg to stand with. People do this all the time. Go for content. This happens on the Back Again podcast all the time. Shout out to Hassam. I always get accused of this. This is regular. Like me just stating a fact. That was that's it. I don't get it. I'm lost. again, so Arteta connected to the player, to the fans, and he has a beautiful style of play. Now that's cool. You know what I'm saying, Kadima? He has, so that's what he's, so that warrants why I should give Ten Hag time, because Arteta plays a good brand of football, which I agree with. I think he plays a good brand of football, number one. And number two, he's connected the fans to the players. So what about winning though? Does that not matter? This Arsenal Football Club, it's a huge football club in the country, a huge football club globally. Is the aim not to win? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the aim not to win? Is that not why they've spent 700 million or 600 million? Like, is that what we're talking about? But again, I have a condescending tone. But hey, we move. He sold the squad. He actually won something with. Is crazy. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say, man said it though in the chat. What was it? Let me get to it. I should have started. Hold up. Let me see. Where we at? Hold up. Where was it? Wait, one second. Oh, and that's what happened. Yeah, V1. Yeah, I'm stating facts, but it's the tone. That was it. Like, what was wrong with my tone? How am I supposed to ask that? All I said was, what's he done with Arsenal? I think, like you said to me, you know the answer is obvious about would you rather be an Arsenal fan or a Manchester United fan? We all know what he's done with Arsenal, which is nothing on the grand scheme of things. If he was sacked today or resigned today or retired today and was no longer Arsenal manager, we're not remembering his managerial career at Arsenal. There's nothing significant about it. There's nothing that we look back on and like, oh yeah, remember when he was, no. Like, cut it out. Let's hold Arsenal to Arsenal standards. Like let's do that, please. Please. And that's me saying that as a Manchester United fan. You know what I'm saying? But we move. Look at how many games they won games last season. Props to him, Kadima. So they play good football. He connected back with the fans, and they play good. All right, cool, quality, innit? And they won nothing. Props to him, man. I hope they keep Arteta there. I hope he stays. Genuinely, I hope he stays. At Arsenal. And he won the Kai Havertz trophy. You spitting, Lex. You spitting. Flawless, what was that? Y'all season was just papering over the cracks. Facts, man. And I would take a papering over the cracks season this season. Because all that's on show is just cracks. Pause. Like, that's it. Just pure Franklin say snowfall crack. That's all that's going on. For real. That analogy don't even make sense, but you don't know what I'm talking about. Our season was just papering over the cracks. I won't cry if Ten Hag does go, but I bet we are here again in 18 months. Potentially. This is why I said, Star Lord, bring me a whole deal, bring me a DOF. You know what I'm saying? Hey, facts, Kadima. Boy, I'm stupid. I forgot this was Sarcasm City. Oh, my bad. It's cool, man. Kadima, man. You, Z Gold. Good to see the trolls in the chat, man. You lot are real ones, man. Like I say, you need the respectable trolls, though, because you see Kadima, you see Z Gold, respectable trolls. They don't go too far. There's no personal shots. I respect it. V1. V1, why do you want to be a mod so bad? I can't when you are beefing my other mod. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Spamming the same question. Eddie answered your question already. Or was it aimed at me? Yeah. Z was a respectable troll. I'm fully aware of where we're at, Star-Lord. I've said verbatim, Manchester United are fucked regardless. This is why I have no energy towards Ten Hag out. I want everybody gone, including the manager. I've said this, and you know I've said this. So why you keep talking about we'll be back here in 18 months? I want everybody gone. Because I don't think it gets any better if we just sack the manager. This is why I don't have no energy for it. I have no energy for it. This is why you've not heard me screaming from the rooftops. Yeah, we can hear you, fam.
Okay. Yo, like, you like, do y'all just want to keep on having this dude explain himself when he's clearly stated what he wants? Mm-hmm. Like, y'all just got to be respectful at this point and agree to disagree. Y'all want to give this manager time. We don't think he deserves this time. And I'm not with it either. But unfortunately, some people in our fan base are good with this type of abuse. Some people are good with this product with the idea that it'll improve. But we have more evidence on our side.
I think Eddie's having connection problems. He'll be back shortly.
Saying that
you broke up. You're breaking up, Eddie. You're breaking up. Hey, Jacob, big up. Good to see you in the chat as well.
Oh, my fault.
It's
you got
good.
me now? What I sound like now?
I can hear you now.
No,
that's
it's just like, yo, like, we don't see it like y'all do.
Well,
we can see this is a shit show that has no positive ending.
Yeah, there's no. It's a car crash.
Every week, so it seems like they're gonna have, they're gonna be more with this manager than these players will be by the looks of how these players are dropping off one by one.
True that. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think. Again, I don't think McTominay plays for the manager. I don't think Maguire plays for the manager. I can name you people who he's relying upon right now, who I do not believe are playing for him. And then I can choose to you certain players who will be doing this for any manager, you name them.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Evans back at Manchester United, where he couldn't play, which is the reason he left in the first place. Come on now, bro. Like, what we talking about, man?
I hear you. Yeah. And big up Black Diamond. Nah, no one's being disrespectful. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, now y'all really in for. Shout out my OG Dundada. Y'all talk that spicy
Black Diamond is
chat. Dundada got it for you.
No one being disrespectful, man. It's all good, man. We talking football. No one went too far. It's all good. That was just misunderstanding. That's what it was. Don't worry about it. There was no one being disrespectful. I was just confused by something someone said. That's all. That was it. Flawless, do you think Mount Wolves signing was the final nail in the coffin for Ten Hag? Bear in mind, Eddie, I'm just going to mute you a sec on getting feedback from you. That's all. No stress. It's all good. No, I don't do it. It was the first major red flag for me. But do I think it'll be the final nail in the coffin? No, I don't think. I think going out the Champions League will be, or if we lose to Luton, or if we get beat up at Anfield. And all three of those things are possible. Extremely possible. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, man, it's all good, Star-Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Love to everyone who's locked in. Let's see what else. This is how black people talk, yo. Everything sounds like an argument. Yeah, it's facts. We are real stereotypical black folk. That is right. Kadima. And look at this prick. Big up Lewis though in the cut. Subscribe to his channel as well. Run up these likes. There's now over 70 people in here. We're only at 48 likes. Like check 1212. I did say 40 likes. We hit that. Let's get up to 60 likes. And hit that subscribe button as well. It is road to 9,000 subscribers. Continue to get your questions in, people. Continue to get your questions in. And to Star-Lord as well. Booby, you said he's seen Z elsewhere. Yeah, man. Shout out Z, man. He a real one. Big up Z Gold. I just went to get something from Star-Lord where he said, we've tried sacking Way, don't work. Let's try time, in my opinion. Okay, so Star-Lord, let me ask you, when's enough? So if this continues for the rest of the season, where we've lost 9 out of 18? 9 from 17 games? So let's say we continue at this rate. You're okay with that? So let's say we're mid-table. Let's say we're 11th. So we finished the season in 11th. Playing this way, results this way, just not happy. Because I know you're not happy. You're okay with this? That's the question I'm asking you, Star-Lord. This is okay for the rest of the season. That's why I'm trying to gauge if you have a line. I'm really trying to gauge if you have a line. That's it. I'm trying to gauge. Hey, V1, stop trolling my guy. Stop putting the same thing in the chat. I'm genuinely asking Star-Lord though. Hey, and we hit 50 likes. Big up to you lot. Big up to you lot. Hey, Kingsman, good to see you in the chat as well. So yeah, V1, stop asking the same question. The question. Nah, we good. We good.
Okay.
Because I know StreamYard, they had a message at the top. Like before I entered the studio, and was like, people using Androids as an echo. You know what I'm saying? So if you've got headphones, try tap them in. If you got headphones, fam.
Yeah, these are my headphones. These are my
you got headphones? Oh, we should be all right. I don't think the chat's not said anything as well anyway. We are closing out very shortly, people. We are closing out very shortly. So final few questions. Luton score prediction. Yeah. Go to Eddie first. Eddie, score prediction for that game.
1-0. 1-0. That's all I got, man. 1-0. I don't see nothing else, dog. I don't see nothing else. Hopefully Hoyland gets. I need him to get on the score sheet when it comes to the Prem, dog. I need that.
Yeah. I hear that. I fully hear you. Starlord and me, yeah, I'd say 1-0 as well. I'll go 1-0. Everything's good. All right, big up to you lot. January next season, if we finish 11th this season. So you're saying if we're at, so all right, so if we, as long as we don't, but as long, so he's, I'll let you respond in a second. So Starlord, you're saying as long as we're not in a relegation fight this season, you're cool. But then if we are mid-table next season, you're saying, all right, that's when he has to go. So you're basically just giving him a free pass this season, and then next season you're saying, okay, that's when you have to deliver. All right, first. Yeah, go on, Eddie. I know you're gonna respond to this. Yeah, go on.
Bro. 11? Yo, man. Hey, God bless y'all. God bless all y'all. We have a budget. We gave this manager 400 million British pounds. I think that's what it was. That does not count for, like, that does not equate to 11. Do you know what teams in 11th place spend on their players? That's like Brighton. Bro, 11th? Not 8th, not 7th, not 6th, 11th. Oh my God. Star-Lord, you must be a man of faith. You must be a priest. You gotta be something, bro. You what? Keep going. Let me put myself on mute so I can cuss real quick.
That says, at least that Starlord, the reason why I asked that question is for you to, what's it called? For you, hey Kaneki, I'm closing out shortly. I asked that question to gauge where you're at. That's what it is. I was trying to gauge where you was at. So that's why I asked it.
This brother said 11.
No, it is defense, Eddie. I asked him. So I made the scenario. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Yeah. Go on, Eddie.
He answered.
He did.
You said it. He answered. Don't do that.
If I could change the title of this video, I'd call it 11th. He said he trusts Ten Hag. What can I say? I trust him enough to give him free. Fair, Starlord. Now I know. The reason why I ask these questions is so then I know where you stand. So then when you say things to me, I have a better understanding. Now I know you're giving him a free pass this season, and then you're saying next season he then has to deliver. So then what is the aim next season then, Starlord? Let's say he finishes 11th this season. Let's say hypothetically that happens, which is very a possibility if Ten Hag lasts this season, which I don't see happening. Then boom, I'm still like 11th. I'm just laughing at Eddie saying that. 11th. Oh my God. So 11th. Let's say we finish 11th. Warrior J, big up for time stamping this. What is then the objective? And he'll spend more money, Starlord. Then what is the aim next season? What does he have to do? Like, forget, I know playing style and playing better performances, that's all within itself. That's all like mandatory. I mean, like, we know that. But what is his position in terms of going up on like 100%? Bear in mind, he said, it's 11th on the 11th of November. The irony. Next season, we got to compete all season, and in the fourth, he has to win. Right, but I want to know the position in the table next season. Because what's compete? Compete can be second, or compete can be fourth. Compete for what? See, this is good, people. This is why it's good to have people of different opinions You know what I'm saying? So I can gauge what's going on and what's allowed. Like in their mind, like what's acceptable. So you said compete, but compete for what? Because for 11th, there's no Europe. So it's just the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. They're the only 3 trophies we're in for. So what position does he have to finish, Starlord, for you to go, all right, that's cool? We're saying 30 needs to compete for the Premier League. So to say we compete and then we fall off towards the end and we finish 4th, is that okay? Hey, kind of. I don't even want to think about who we'd buy in the next 2 windows. I really don't. Like, I really don't. This is good, though. This is always interesting, man. It is. And where else you lot getting content like this, man? It's always good, man. I like hearing the other side. I do. I like hearing the other side.
We gonna call this podcast ManDem 11. How about that?
ManDem 11. Hey, you know what's crazy is, Eddie? It's the 11th of November, but you know, we move.
Poetic. I might get me 11 beers tonight to go see if I can deal with being 11.
Nah, Sheik, I agree with you. You said, why are we talking about next season? This man really ain't going to be there. Convinced. I hear that. I don't think we're going to be there. However, I don't think he'll be here next season, but we're talking hypothetically. So let's say the border on Star-Lord's wavelength and thought process, and he finishes 11th, and it's cool. Now Star-Lord has said he's done. So Star-Lord, yeah, compete for all cups and top 4 next season, and in 4th season he has to win a cup double or Champions League or Premier League. Right? No, Star-Lord. I hear that. What's the position though? You say top 4. Actually, yeah, top 4 self-explanatory. All right, fair. So it's anything goes this season, as long as it's not a relegation battle. Then the next season after that, which is his 3rd season, it's top 4, compete for the domestic cups. And in the 4th season, he has to win a cup double or Champions League or Premier League. So a cup double, I'm guessing, is FA Cup, League Cup. So it's either domestic double or it's all right, first. So you just got a longer reign in regards to, okay, first. You giving him 4 seasons if he hits the criteria. All right. You know, it's what it is. Star-Lord said I had a good laugh. Hey, man, it's entertaining. Star-Lord's always entertaining. Eddie's response. I said 11th is cool. Fast. That's fast. It's fair enough. All right. Okay. I get it now. Yeah, I get it. All right, cool. I just don't even want to see this manager spend any more money, but here we are. Yeah, let's go. And Takio, who says, if Ratcliffe takes over, no chance of United finishing 11th and Ten Hag gets to carry on. That's all gone quiet, though. That's all gone quiet in regards to him not gone quiet. Yeah, it has gone quiet. It only popped up because we lost. Like clockwork, Manchester United lose, ownership news. Easy. Oh, they're going to come in and do this, that, and the third. We'll see. Same way I didn't get gassed over Sheikh Jassim, I'm not worried about Jim Ratcliffe. That's why I said, wait and see. Wait and see. When's the fan calling show? I might do one tomorrow. Hey, the basic YouTuber. Big up to you, man. Oh, Neil Gunner. Yo, there's no bar. You know what I'm saying? There is no bar with some United fans. We've noticed that with Star-Lord. Now we know. 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Remembrance. Remembrance when we was good. Stephanie G. Aye. I need a hug, man. It's peak. Legit. I need a hug. Like I said, I may do a fan calling show tomorrow. Might do, might not. Just keep a lookout. But I did say I will try and run them weekly. Hey, Sheik, at least we give you joke. Man said 11th, you know. I'm still rolling over this shit. Sarcasm City for real, the best out there. Hey, let's go, Sheik. We out here, man. Sarcasm motherfucking City. You know what I'm saying? 11th, man. Eddie's around. 11th.
Yeah, give us 11 stars while you at it when you go rate it. See if you can double tap that bitch and give us 11 stars, man. Starlord, you funny as hell. You funny as hell, Starlord. You my dog still. You my dog, Starlord. It's all love. It just shocked me. That's it, brother. It just shocked me, man.
It's great. It's great. It really, really is. It really, really is. Large of everyone that is tapped in as well. It's good to be able to go back and forth. V1, big up to you as well. You know what I'm saying, did they time you out, or did you not time him out, or did you block him?
Don't block V1. Don't block V1.
Don't block him. I know he was wilding, but don't block him. But I know he was wilding today. He was, but he's good peoples. I'm thinking long term. This short term way is not working, in my opinion. None of it's working. Long term or short term, we are fuck Star-Lord. That's why I'm not even invested in it. Yeah, go on, Eddie.
So this is my question then. If we say, because you're giving everybody time, are you giving John Merton, Richard Arnold time?
Yes, sir. That was a good question.
That's what I want to know. If everybody's getting time because they're part of this rebuild too. They're part of this. Do they get time as well?
That's true, because they haven't been, because the short-term approach, I mean, yeah, the short-term approach hasn't been working. That's actually a good question. He said no, they don't get time.
So now we're picking and choosing. Okay, at least we're gonna be honest about it. At least we're gonna be honest about it. Because they just, like, again, when Flawless says he wants everybody out, that's the energy you're supposed to have right about now. Yeah. Because those two dudes are just as responsible as Ten Hag is.
Yeah,
period. That's how it goes. You can't have one without the other.
That's true.
All of them have a part to play. So you gonna hold it, he gonna hold it, they all gonna hold it. Not just one, everybody. Maybe when I said that, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me make it clear. Get the manager out right now, because that's who we can get out right now. Until we get Radcliffe or whoever the fuck they say is going to own a part of this club in, those two dudes are staying. Because I'm telling y'all right now, the Glazers don't give a damn.
Yeah, facts.
So they're not finna come through and just hold it down like, ooh, we had to get embarrassed on an international level before it even got their attention.
That is true.
Once that happened, they were like, okay, we can't do this anymore. Once they saw Ronaldo was there and we were getting packed out.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the comment section, yo. Stephanie G be out here again. Hey, Stephanie, you're definitely a mum, because you be getting your dad jokes off on a consistent basis.
Tell him.
Stephanie be getting. She be getting her mum jokes off on a regular basis.
Because of Star-Lord, I don't want to see a player wearing 11 on the pitch. Get a hole in that motherfucking jersey if you got an 11 on it. Because of Star-Lord.
Oh, man.
It's your fault, Star-Lord. I hate the number 11 now.
Hey, Star-Lord, it's on you, Star-Lord, man. You set this up, man. We blaming you, Star-Lord. We blaming you.
Oh, yeah.
You're my guy in that, but yeah, we're blaming you. We are. Final few questions before we close out. Oh yeah, facts, man. Stephanie, a comedian, she got jokes. I understand why she likes the channel. I was saying 11 share retired. She's been running jokes throughout. Hey Eddie, what team would you like to see out there? This is a good question. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what team?
The 11 you would play, but who obviously who's available. Who's your starting lineup?
That I would play?
Yeah, that you would play. Yeah.
I'd probably go Regulon, Varan. Fuck. I gotta start one of them. Oh no, I don't. I'll go Evans and my guy, yeah. Evans and Basaka. And then I'll go in midfield. I'll go free Donnie. And then I'll go Erickson, Casemiro. And then Sancho on the right. Hoyland on the left, Martial up top. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll win that bitch 1-0 if we have to, but you motherfuckers wouldn't touch the ball.
It's AV1. Keep it clean in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You're my guy.
V1,
Big up for the
yeah,
super chat.
I just
We'll
vouch
keep
for
it out,
you,
man.
V1.
Yeah. Keep it clean in the chat, please. Let's keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it respectful, but I'm not going to pull up the super chat, but big up. See, look, Stephanie G says Hoyland wearing a pib tomorrow. Another funny thing, your best attacker is wearing an umbrella.
Yep. I cut a hole in that motherfucking jersey my damn self. I don't care. Blame Star-Lord. That's what I'll do. Where the jersey number is, I put blame Star-Lord. I write that shit in duct tape. And just gonna say blame Star-Lord on his jersey.
Yeah, we'll get him a new shirt, man. We'll get him a new shirt and it just have 10+1 on it.
Yeah, matter of fact, fuck that. We're gonna rip it off Mason Mount. Give him 7. We'll rip it off of Mount. I'll rip it off my damn self. Like how Debo took that chain, I'm taking that number 7, goddammit.
What do you say? It's my number.
Exactly.
Ah, Jesus. I needed this. This was good.
Hell yeah.
But keep it clean in the chat. Love to everyone who's locked in, man. Large up, man. Big up everyone who is tapped in. You lot are real ones. Continue to run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. We will be going live on the kick for the Dallas Mavericks LA Clippers game, people. You know what I'm saying? Mavericks Clippers NBA in season tournament game. I think has it tipped off? NBA always running late, so I don't believe it has tipped off yet. I need to actually pull it up on TNT if it's even on there. I'm saying, so we're gonna find out. But yeah, big up for the super chat, man. Big up Time to Shine. For those that are asking as well, yeah, I did. Time to Shine, you asked me. I did watch the season finale of Force. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but yeah, they just knocked that whole season out of the park. Phenomenal stuff.
Hey man, damn, my nigga. Hey man, listen, man.
Go
on. Shout out to Tommy, man. He's this motherfucker out here, bro. Just damn.
Just on ultimate smoke, man.
Not just that, but I don't want to ruin it.
Don't ruin it. We'll talk about it off there. Don't ruin it for anyone who might not have watched it. If you've not watched it, though, I don't know why you've not watched it. I don't know what's going on, what you're doing that you haven't watched it. I watched it early hours in the morning. I was like, I'm not missing this. I was searching different places for links, found that, watched it. I even watched it I think it's the season finale of Loki. I've not even watched that. So, yeah. But we are going to close out, people. Love to everyone who has locked in. Eddie, anything else you want to add before we do indeed close out?
Nah, love for the love. Love to everybody in the chat. Even if we disagree, it's just a disagreement, people. It's not disrespect. It's not us thinking that you're lesser than. We just disagree. So keep on coming through, providing your perspective. This is how we educate each other. You know, if everybody agrees, nobody learns anything. Once you disagree, you start to learn about people and what they like out here, what they're willing to stand for. So it's all love, people. It's all just football. Don't let this United shit, start having you think about people in a different kind of way. And if people use colorful language, it's nothing personal. It's just a passion taking different shapes for them. You feel me? So always, flawless. Appreciate you, big dog. This is always therapeutic, just chopping it up with the homies. Getting my mind away from everything else I got going on, whether that's work or the house, I go. So, yeah, man, appreciate y'all, bros, man. Definitely appreciate everybody, man, for real.
Fam, you already know what it is, man. You already know. Love to everyone who has tapped in. Big up to everyone who was on the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel earlier. We was running pro clubs over there, so we got promoted from Division 5 to 4. It was good to get the gang back together. Surf and Taz and Victor are people obviously you lot know from the channel. You'll see them on the gaming channel as well, plus more. Jacoby was here earlier. TJ, that's another one. I will be running the members pro clubs at some point this month. Same way I'll be running the members Q&A at some point as well. And yeah, like Black Diamond said, we are the Sarcasm City Asylum. Facts, you know what I'm saying? And pick up to Kind Over, who said with a super chat, who said it's close to $11.
Hey, man, see, that's what I'm saying, man. I fuck with y'all, man. Hey, that's fire. Hey, that's fire, my boy. And that's USD, so that's my dog from the stateside. You feel me? So, yeah, I fuck with you, Kyle. That's dope.
Oh, my God, I could cry tears.
Yeah. Like I said, I might have to drop 11 beers. You feel me? Yeah.
Oh my God,
I love how we ain't putting no LOL on there neither, though, just so I can really feel it. I'm with you, my dude. That's fire. Yeah.
They kind of a big up, man.
Real one, kind of, man.
You're a real one. That is hilarious, man. Man said this is close to $11 as I could get. As close to $11 as I could get. Hey, Jago, good to see you in the chat as well, man. But yeah, large up to everyone that's tapped in. We will be live in about 5 minutes on the Sarcasm City TV Kick, people. Sarcasm City TV Kick. Make sure you get over there. We are running 2 NBA in-season tournament watch-alongs, people. So the Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Clippers, and then the Phoenix Suns versus the LA Lakers. Let me actually drop the Kick in the chat. Download the Kick app for free. Sign up for free. And that being said, I know a lot of you want to get on the channel as well. So what I'll be doing, once I figure out the subscription tier on the Kick, I will run it. And then if you sign up to the Kick, you will then be eligible for watch-alongs everywhere within the Sarcasm City TV universe. So that's all NBA watch-alongs. That's all Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup watch-alongs on the Kick. And also Manchester United watch-alongs here on the YouTube. Only 2 rules, though. 1, camera must be on, face facing forward. And 2nd, you must be able to pause whatever you're watching on. They're the only 2 rules, people. That is legit it. So I'll be doing that. Jason, why can't I find you? What are you looking for, Jason? Let me know what you mean. What can't you find? What are you looking for? Let us know and we'll do that. But you make sure you download the Kick app, man. It's free. Sign up free. And then go follow Sarcasm City TV over there, where you get even more Sarcasm City TV content. It's different from over here, but kind of a big up for the super chat as well. Don't forget, this show and all the other shows are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows will pop up. I just dropped the Kick link in the chat. Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Make sure you subscribe there as well, because we've been mad busy over there. Pro Clubs Career Mode and EAFC, running GTA 5 online missions as well. Plus, I might be doing more. I'm going to add more as well. I know the new COD's dropping some point, so I might even run that at some point soon. Page on the Kick. I just dropped the link, Jason. It's right there. I just dropped the Kick link. The link's also underneath in the description as well. It's there. And I'll just drop it in the chat. You can see it there. Sarcasm City TV Kick. Did I watch the what? What's the AOT finale?
I think it's Attack on Titan.
Nah, no, I don't watch it. Basic YouTube. I don't watch it. I've never watched it before. And yeah, you
that's
see
more of a question for Jez. Y'all pull back up when Jez is in here, and yeah, we got you.
There we go. And yeah, of course, just to close out, it's always memorable. Big up to T.O. who just said never forget when the guy had like Manchester United attack scoring like 150 goals or something. Yeah, man. Big up to Denton Angus, man. We haven't seen him since. Real one, man. Real one. But anyways, we are going to close out, people. See you lot on the Kick very, very shortly. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in. Let me see if anyone's live actually before we close out. If not, I'll just send you lot to the Manchester United Luton watch along tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot to add that as well, people. Yeah, coming up tomorrow, Manchester United versus Luton Town. That watch along will be right here on the YouTube channel, 2:40 p.m., 20 minutes before kickoff. And then following that, midnight, you will get the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show, people. So ManDem United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge podcast, talking that Tottenham talk. So we'll be recapping Manchester United's game against Luton, also recapping Spurs' game against Wolves, and looking ahead to Chelsea's game against Manchester City on Sunday. So yeah, large up to you lot, man. Please continue to support in a manner in which you have as well, people. Yes, and make sure you get over to the Kick. But ManDem United podcast, big up for tuning in.
Peace.